Hello and welcome to Hero Wars Info. My name is Ryan. I hope everyone is having a good day. Today is Tuesday, May 13th. We got a lot for you today. There's been a lot since I last streamed. The new event for the hero Lyria is now officially on. So we'll be going over that. So there's two events, the Phantom Tour Enhanced Contract. We'll be talking about those. A new Guardians of Outland has just launched. And it's a little bit different than the previous versions, and I gotta say, I think it's worse. Based off of what I can tell, it's less rewards, and you have to do more stuff. 20,000 energy for less skin stones. That's like 200. That's 200 skin stones for 20,000 energy, and then 5,000 outland coins. But still, that's less. Um, And probably most exciting of all, I'm going to be trying to get a totem today. Now, I've been waiting to use some emeralds for this event, and I was actually honestly going to wait until we had a good event where like the Great Storm and Ascension to Asgard. That's whenever I was going to do it, but because of a change or an addition right here, the piggy bank, where I could get 20% back. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that today. I think that's more worthwhile than if I waited. So let's do that first, and then we'll get into the events. Now I have a good shot to get it. I think I need my bad luck protection is at 201, and I have 196. So there is a small chance I don't get it today, but hopefully I do. So let's just go ahead and let's dive in. Let's start. Not one on the first one. Doesn't look like one on the second. Nope. Not there either. Nothing. 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 Reason I'm trying to get the totem right now in particular is I'm probably going to be getting a totem from the event, and I want to be able to get the totem from the map and then trade it in for 150,000 emeralds. So there's just a lot of totems that are going around, and I'm supposed to be getting one from the golden ticket too. So that should allow me to not really have to ever get emeralds again. Nothing there. Nothing there. Yep, it's gonna. I hope it doesn't force me into bad luck protection. That would be kind of anticlimactic, you know? Using all these emeralds today and then not being able to even get the reward. There it is. And that's the one I wanted to, the Earth Spirit Totem. All right. Good, good, good. That allows me to evolve this. Boom. Nice. Okay, now I can forget about bad luck protection. And I used a decent amount. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Oh, we got to here. Not that I was even trying to. Oh, you need to get to the full to get the 4,000? Yuck. Get some extra skin stuff from that. Got the extra picks, which is nice. All right, and now I guess I can go ahead and use this totem too to get a dark. Yeah, I should be able to do that. So let's go ahead and do that. There's another dark. Now, what's going to happen is that I'm going to be getting 15,500 back Boom. All right, looking good. I'll be getting 15,500 back. That'll put me at about 135. I'll be getting this totem from here. This one will take me to about um, well, it won't give me any emeralds, but it will allow me to finish all my totems. Then this nature season totem is going to be able to give me the 200,000, which then I can use 150 to get this thing later on, which will then give me an extra 200,000. So pretty convoluted there, but that's the way it's worked out. I had to do the math in my head before I started all of this, just to make sure that it actually did work out. Yeah. So glad I didn't have to use all the emeralds for the bad luck protection. That's nice. And let's see where we're at here. So just so you know, let's talk about this event. It has been a relatively easy event. It is not difficult, but it is a little bit lengthy. Luckily, they have changed the mechanics. All right, I'm at buff 230, so I still need a little bit more there, but that's fine. I can wait until the last days. Basically, what happens is that you go into one of these events and you basically create teams, that you buy. You buy stuff from these teams. So, for example, like here, and then you can refresh to get additional heroes, you know. And let's go ahead and choose that. And then you would go fight the minions and try to win by pressing ready. These stall coins do not matter. They do not matter if you mess them up. It does not matter if you surrender. There is no penalty. And I want to make sure this is very clear. There's no penalty for restarting. So you probably will restart on some of the later chapters a couple times to make sure you can beat the final boss. But feel free to use these stall coins as much as possible. You can surrender right now and just try to get different ones. It does not matter. You will always get the stall coins back. It is not like a finite resource. So go nuts on using the stall coins. Try out different combos. What I did is on chapter 1, there is a lot of specific events here, and you can see I've already finished them, that will basically ask you to um, level someone to a max star or get all the pets, all that stuff. I just did level 1 probably like 3 times to get all of those things finished and then moved on. And there's no negatives about it. So go ahead, feel free to do that strategy. Just to move all of them through so that then the next chapters you can just focus on the best heroes. One of the other things that I did is in the workshop, the star ring. You need to get it to 250 so that you can open up this level, Final Silence, and then get the totem. You will need to spend a little bit, it looks like, for this, um, but that is the ring that you want to upgrade, is the star ring. And if you upgrade this, it's not like the previous bosses where it goes away. It will stay. You could upgrade this to 200, and then 1, 2, 3 are going to be very simple because your guys are just going to be OP. Next up, there is this where it's where you can change out um, your coins. Oh, I didn't even get a grand prize for that one. Well, that's a bunch of crap. But you can change out your coins to get different prizes. The nice thing is that Lyria seems a lot easier to get than other heroes. I already have a 6-star Lyria. That's just from using my stuff yesterday. And I still have the full rest of the event to go. So, it should not be that hard for you to actually get her to max stars. So, a very nice positive there. Um, The battle pass, I think it is actually a pretty solid value. Get you a lot of picks. If you are a spender, if you're not a spender, obviously you're not going to do this. It also got you 40 explorer moves, some platinum hits, 10 platinum hits. And those are pretty nice. As well as like just a bunch of other resources. Eternal seeds were nice. I think it's like 20,000 emeralds. Just money, some runes, all the good stuff. So I thought it was worth it in terms of the value if you're spending. honestly, my goal after this event, and this is probably going to be the last event that I'm going to be spending big, because um, I will be able to get a lot of emeralds from totems. So it will allow me to stop having to spend on a lot of different types of stuff because I'll have different ways to get emeralds now. But I think this is a pretty good value if you are going to spend. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, let's talk about the shop. Let's talk about the shop. So, if you get platinum hits, I have one currently because I've already bought some stuff. This is what you can get. And I would go over my top values are the large skin stone chests, the great enchantment runes. You can see here I have 3,000, so I used a lot on great enchantment runes, a lot. And then I also actually did use a few on items. I think I got two Alucard's amulets, and I think I got two Lycanthrope fangs, if I remember correctly. Mostly because I wanted to make sure I could get my Lyria to red, so I could max out the rewards on this line, so that I could get even more stuff. That's the main reason. Um, I I'm not sure. Items probably are my least favorite things to spend things on, spend coins on. Other events too. I just don't like buying items. I usually buy the other stuff. Like the runes are super valuable because they're hard to get. You get a kind of a finite number each day, but it's not nearly enough to max out heroes. Not even close. Like as you can see here, I have all of these heroes that are in red or red plus two. Um, and Ishmael still needs almost full glyphs. Dorian is still working on his glyphs. Morgan is still working on his glyphs. Ninja Turtles, I got all those to 30 and all those to 30 for Lyria, again for the quest. But like those still need glyphs all around. So that's kind of my lagger. More than even skin stones is the glyphs. So that's why I go after those. All right, let's go ahead. We can do this, and then I'm going to do some PvP as well. Nice. That's a win. Alright, that's Clash of Worlds. I think I did get assigned something. I did, right here. There we go. Nice win. All needed for that. Some additional guild quests. And let's go ahead jump into the guild war. We're facing Legio Honoris. Looks like I'm responsible for taking out the lighthouse, or most of it at least. Let's do Mara. We'll go ahead and do Sebastian to counter Gus. And let's do this. So Augustus and Orion. Yeah. Yeah, this should be good. Yeah. I mean Isaac should just kill them almost by himself. He's just like against twins and Aurora and Celeste and Augustus. All those are magic. Yeah, he's just so good. All right, this is a little bit different. We can still use. I think this is the team I would go with here. Let's go with Chorus too. Chorus to stop Lara as much as he can. Celeste is good against Martha, and these two are just good against a non-magic team. Boom. Get some dodges in. go. A lot of those. And this is about over. Yep, they're about to die. And I'm almost at full health. Easy. Easy 2 targets. Not difficult at all. Some more of those. Let's go ahead and use this prestige trophy. 5,000 skin stones. That's not terrible. It's not bad at all. I do need those. Let's see if there's anything else I can use here for this new event. I need a lot of skin stones if I'm going to complete this. A lot. I'm not going to go after the Outland chests. That's just not going to happen. Energy. I don't even know if I'm going to go after that. I'll get this naturally. And I will probably be spending more emeralds once Ascension to Asgard comes into effect. I'll probably do that spin. Um, I think I probably will. How many more emeralds do I need here? That's 78. That would take me to 30. 31-ish. Hmm. What's the max amount here? 100,000? Yeah, 100,000 emeralds, so I'd need another to spend another 70. And here I would need to spend another roughly 40,000. Trying to figure out if it's worth it to max out the Ascension event. It is one of my favorites, just because I need those. I need those seeds pretty bad. Now that like totems are almost finished for me, they will be within the next week, um, or maybe not the next week, but the next 2 weeks. Once I can get this reward, the Lesser Summoning Sphere, they will be finished. Getting closer. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, that is going to be, I think, it for today. This event has been pretty easy. I would suggest always, if you're spending stuff, I would definitely get the star ring, go as far as you can. Even if you don't get to the final and you're free to play, you can still get a red gift to Dominion, which is pretty valuable in and of itself. So that's the direction I would go. Thanks for watching today. Please like and subscribe. If you have anything you want me to go over tomorrow, I probably will create an episode for the final chapter and getting the totem whenever I have the enough buff to do it. But I kind of just have to wait out the week until I get some more. Yeah, we will see you later.